400 years, right? We've been here, right? And 400 years been waiting for Africa to come start a war.
Come get us.
You got a point there too, sir.
Nobody came. Nobody came.
No one.
We didn't come save ourselves.
Where they at?
No, that's what we need to turn to. Trying to get representation in the White House. Let's go over there.
DePaul. No ships followed. No African ships
China
followed.
on that too.
Not a boat in sight.
No ships followed them white ships.
You're right there.
There was no battle at sea. There was no
y'all still
there
not
was
people.
no warship battle. There was no nothing.
None of that.
Nothing.
You're right, Jay.
No representation for 400 years.
Let's go talk to Uganda.
Right.
Yeah.
let's go to Zimbabwe.
Let's go find us Wakanda. Let's see if Wakanda's for real.
Yeah, look, let's go get James Kobe.
That's why folk got dressed up. Yeah, I got pictures on Facebook for when Black Panther came out. Yeah, me and my wife, we had a dashiki on. We went because we wanted to feel connected to a made-up place in Africa. We wanted to feel
by Disney.
Disney knows the reason why Black Panther made over Billy,
right,
is because Disney knows how deprived Black people are of representation in real life.
Yeah,
we're deprived of representation in real life. All of our leaders were killed in real life.
Right.
Dang. What's his name? The dude who played Black Panther.
Chadwick Boseman.
Even he had that. Golly.
You dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
He was playing every major Black person he could. He's Thurgood Marshall. He's Jackie Robinson. He's Black Panther. Look, he be in a movie where he comes from Africa, comes to America, whoops people's ass with a bike chain just to find his sister and go back to Africa. He really a cop.
I remember that.
Yeah. Like, we can't have nobody to represent us.
So he had to go for real. You dumb, bro.
Nobody.
It's just a movie. No representation. People bank off the fact that we have been starved from representation for years. This is why white politicians want our vote so much, because we are so thirsty to just be represented. This is why every election, dang man, they took my vote and they didn't give me nothing. Dang man, they did this, and the third. Dang man. Because we want to be represented so bad that we'll choose anyone to represent us.
Do you think that we should start a third party? A third political party? I mean, they tried with the Tea Party. So why can't we do that shit?
Well, to answer that question, we do have multiple parties. We don't have a Black-owned party, but we do have multiple parties. It's just they don't get the spotlight.
Right, yeah.
You got libertarians, conservatives. I think it's non-affiliate. Yeah, but I mean, to answer that, to piggyback off that though, I believe as all right. So remember Tulsa in Oklahoma where they had the Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
That was sick. I want maybe somebody watching this may correct me because they may be like deep into the history, but I want to say they was first generation free slaves or second generation free slaves. I can't remember the timeline, but I remember it wasn't that enough of a timeline to build millions. They just was like, my daddy was a slave, but I'm a free man, but I got my own practice of being a doctor here, or I got my own bank over here, or I got my own a diner over here. And it wasn't just mom and pop spots. They had their own ecosystem. And the cost of a dollar was significantly lower then. But you got to think about, these people didn't have as much money as a successful Black American have now. Like us, we have more money than they had on Black Wall Street, and they built their own infrastructure. They didn't need no outside help, which is the segregation that, or the separation that Zebo so kindly put. But they had their own ecosystem where they didn't need anyone. And I think, not to say I promote segregation, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. What I am saying though, we are too advanced to still be grabbing at somebody else's feet for help. We got so many millionaires and billionaires within our own race of people. Not even just rappers and athletes. I'm talking about, you got quiet millionaires out here. You got quiet billionaires out here that are people of color. And my question always have been, why can't we have put Black Wall Street back on the map? Why couldn't we create our own trade system, our own dollar system, with Bitcoin and crypto coin and all that being a thing now? It's very easy to create our own infrastructure. But I think that a lot of us are building, like Jay-Z and are building billions, and you hear every week almost Jay-Z did another $1 million deal. Jay-Z another $1 million deal. And I'm like, why can't we all, as like Tyler Perry and all these Oprah Winfrey, why can't we all put together our own ecosystem where we don't need Facebook? We got our own spot. We got Black Planet. Planet is back. Black Planet is back, live in effect. That's us. You know what I mean? Why can't we have our own? We always got to go through somebody else's channel or means to be heard. And I think it's Go ahead.
I can help you with that, because to be real with you, it's trauma, bro. Think about it. The U.S. military leveled Tulsa. The U.S. military leveled free Black people's whole situation, bodied them. Why? Because they were successful on their own. The U.S. military dropped bombs because we were successful on our own. Tulsa is not the only place they did that to. That's not the only. That's just the spot that has been. That story is just popular now because we're talking about it now. But
it happened in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh yeah. Oh, exactly. Oh, but also in New York. Was it Central Park? Central Park.
Central Park. Yes.
All of Central Park was a Black village.
Yes.
They destroyed us, bro.
Where the Dodgers played was like Mexican families. They tore their houses down, son.
Yeah. They took us out. They took us out, bro.
Mm.
Yeah.
Black Wall Street is Black Wall Street for a reason. Like, that was a real thing. Like, we was making money even back then. They don't like it. They didn't want us to, as a group, as a people. Their thing is because, and I really believe the fear has always been, even for the 400 years, we got to keep them enslaved. We got to keep them enslaved. We got to. I think the perfect explanation of this spirit of racism is found in Exodus, when the Pharaoh said in Exodus, the Pharaoh looked at the Israelites and said, "Look at them. If we don't control this, they will outnumber us. They have children. The way they have so many children. They're just blessed. They're so fruitful as a people. If we don't keep our foot on their neck, they will overtake Egypt." That's what they said. So he put a decree that they work longer hours, work them harder, and treat them harsher, so that you can put the fear of them, and you can put the fear in them to continue to work and continue to slave, or else the fear of the Pharaoh said they're going to overtake us.
All right, so I got a question. And Chris, are you talking about now? Like, why can't we work together now? Like, all right, I understand that
Now,
happened
right.
then, but what about now though? Like, now you remember I was trying to put everybody on so we can all make money. Like last year, you remember that? You remember
Yeah,
that?
a thousand
And
percent.
Okay, yeah.
you remember? I I made money. I made money. Finally made money. I was bringing everybody in, bring the whole Rat Pack in. But it was people in the group
Right. True.
that they got their money and they
That was
left.
love.
They left. They ain't help out nobody. They ain't put money back in the group for nothing. We got people in the group got their payout, didn't put money back. They just left the group. We got people that wanted to be greedy and just keep on like they wanted to get get all this money and then not didn't want to compartmentalize it and stuff like that. It was different things we was doing with it, but we could not work together for nothing. And
Hmm.
like it always does, it folded. Now
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you had people in the group that wanted to work, that wanted to do the right thing with it, that wanted to help out their families, their brothers, their sisters.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it was the majority. I think it was quite a few in there that
Hmm.
did not want that. They just wanted to get their money and split. They wanted the fast money. They ain't want to help out nobody. So I
Now,
think that's one of the problems. Now we can't work together for nothing. Like, and
right.
I ain't gonna say all of us. I'm not gonna say
Mhm.
all, but it's a good amount that do not want to help out their brothers and help out their sisters.
Right. Now, I
And
feel like,
It's
and
just
oh, go ahead.
and that's the thing that a lot of people don't want to like actually think about. Because it's been going on for a long time. Like, yeah, Tulsa that was messed up in Tulsa. That was messed up in Rosewood. It's messed up that what happened, in other places, in Central
Mm-hmm.
Park. But did we not
Mm-hmm.
learn from that? You
Right.
know, did we
Right.
not learn how to work together? For a chance. You know, let's we're gonna
Right.
keep a spade a spade. Like when we gonna stop hurting ourselves
Now,
and
I feel like,
Right.
realize that we got a lot of power. You know, if we work
that,
together.
that's facts. I just think that people's experience. It's like I you know what it's like blacking on somebody with a mental illness. I can't black on you because you got a mental illness.
Mhm.
That's something your way of thinking. If you see ghosts, I can't black on you and be like, it ain't there, it ain't real. Calm
Mhm.
down. I can't because that's your sickness. When you see people that crab bucket, crab in the barrel mentality, that's their sickness.
Mm-hmm.
They suffered
Right.
something to get that way. They haven't experienced something
Right.
else to see that life doesn't have to be this way.
Mhm.
Um, like how
Right.
I had a bunch. My brother owned a bunch of blue nose pits, right? They all puppies and stuff. And when they got fed, they all got fed together. Some didn't eat the same way that
Mm-hmm.
others ate. Some stayed at the bowl and kept their face in the bowl with everybody else. And then you seen other puppies, they would take the food and go separate. They would go their separate way to eat their food. Because some puppies felt like other puppies were going to take what was in their mouth.
Mhm.
I don't know who taught that puppy that to take their food and to pull it away from the rest of the group. I don't know how they experienced that or how they learned so quickly. Nah, y'all ain't gonna take mine. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go on the other side of the room with it.
Mhm.
But you watch the puppies, you watch it, and it's like they learning the same way we learn. But experience uh will make people act uh can make people understand things differently or see things differently. We could have the
Mm-hmm.
same experience, but we just see it differently.
Right.
Perspective is different. Just like when you see people in jail, you see people be in jail. I'm doing 9, you doing 9. But when we in the cafeteria and we eating, you see some people, they not scared, they just eating normal. Then you see some people in jail sitting right next to you. You're not posing no threat, but they got their arms eating like this. I don't know what experience that man with his arms on the table eating like this, like someone want to take it from him. I don't know what he experienced. I don't know what the person who's calm eating the way he eating experienced. But something happened to make them react the way they are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
I can't. So when we say, like, why we can't work together? We can't work together because people's experiences scare them so much to be able to do so. You know what I mean? And the only way we can actually be on the same page is actually saying, yo, this is a safe space. This is a safe.
Is it the experience or the mentality?
But the mentality, the experience caused the mentality. So it does go hand in hand. It's just that people have to see that their world ain't flat. Just like how we thought, back in the day, the world is flat. You go too far, you're gonna fall off.
Yeah.
You go too far, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't go that far because you're gonna fall off. They don't know that. No, you ain't gonna fall off.
Well, that's something though, to piggyback off that. That's something though. I think what you said has a strong, valid point though. But I think in this generation, and to see still the condition as the black community in the whole, I think that's not a valid excuse anymore though, because of the fact that enough of us struggle. Like, we all collectively see from. Put it this way, I'm gonna give a scenario. I'm gonna give a analogy. We all watching the same event on different screens. We're watching these events take place on our 40-inch flat screens at the house, or our cell phones, or our tablets. Jay-Z, all these major celebrities, all these billionaire African Americans watching it on their on a yacht somewhere. However it may be, however they watching it, we all collectively experiencing the same thing take place.
Yeah.
Despite on our upcoming our mentality or why we move the way we move, collectively as a black community, we all should look at each other and say, "Are you tired of this? Because I'm tired of this." You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a situation where it be like, well, my upbringing brought me here. That may be true. But if enough of us struggle to where somebody got to say, enough is enough. Like, they got to have that Samuel L. Jackson snakes on the plane moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they got to say, I'm tired of these black people dying every day. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to, and I'm not saying somebody because I say it all the time, but my platform ain't big enough. But the point is, I applaud LeBron James off the court. The Lakers off the court, hey, because how vocal he has been.
Pretty sure y'all lose right now.
Oh, you know what? Whatever, man. How vocal he has been. I'm gonna say that. We gonna wrap it up because we have been going. Because he might cut up, and I ain't got time. I will come over there, whatever. But. I applaud LeBron James' braveness off the court because he say things that a lot of people in his position are afraid to say because they say they're going to get whatever they have taken from them. They're afraid, well, if I say too much, they're going to take away my endorsements. They're going to take away all of this. So a lot of them, it's not really a mentality. It's like they're scared because the gatekeepers gave them the powers that be. And if they say too much, the gatekeepers will take it right on back. So they're going to use subliminally messaging and say, hey, watch out for such and such. But you got some people like LeBron say, hey, this ain't right, blah, 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 straight up. I don't care what the repercussions are. And I think when you have cancel court culture, me personally, cancel culture was not created by black people, by the way. That had nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. Cancel culture, and all due respect, keep a spade a spade. That white folk, that's their thing. They say, hey, we going to speak for you. We offended for you. No, no, we're good. We're not offended on that. We're offended on this. Though. Can we talk
Yeah.
about? Can we cancel this? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I think enough of us collectively had enough. When you have black celebrities, they have their little moment when they get on Twitter or they make a music video or they make a song and then they go on back like, well, I did my contribute. I contribute. I made a song about this. This ain't right. And going back to their life. You see what I'm saying? Where's the leaders who can put, and I'm saying we can be leaders as well, but where's the leaders who say, I don't care what I may lose. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to do what I got to do. We're going to create something for our black people. We're going to create a platform for our black people. That's why I like people like Killer Mike. That's why I like people like David Banner. People out here are putting their careers on the line to say, I'm going to bring you all in. I'm going to teach you the inside trade. I'm going to give you this opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Because we as black people, we have been on the bottom of the total pole for the longest. We've been buying all these Jordans, game systems, Versace stuff.
His minutes ran out.
Yeah, cricket. You got cricket?
He got a jitterbug.
Hey.
Put a quarter in your phone, man. Go ahead. Get that quarter out there. Get that quarter out that dang old cup holder. I know you got one in there.
You don't got long distance? He got an MCI plan.
Hey, yo.
He got Bell Atlantic. He got Bell Atlantic.
And he just switched over to the like the weekend.
And he was deep too. He was getting deep. Chris was getting deep. That FBI said, "Shut up." The FBI said,
Cut him off every time he start talking. They cut him off. Yo, they got your phone, dog, for real.
Dang, they got him tapped. They got him tapped. Hoover said, shut up.
I heard better than this on the Martin tapes.
Yeah.
Oh man, my stomach hurt.
I'm over here running my trap.
Oh boy. I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of this thing, buddy. I don't know if Chris coming back or not.
Yeah, all this talking we done did. I think I got a burning crosswind on my house right now.
Hey, look, it was some white people leaving my job today, and they was like, y'all just popped up on me. He was like, yeah, we like ghosts.
You got to warn me. You got to warn me.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, boy. Look, man, I'm going to go ahead and get off this thing. Like I said, my name's Zebo Jones. You can follow me on Instagram at Zebo Jones. Please follow The Distance Podcast on Instagram at The Distance Podcast. And like I said earlier, hit the link in the bio. Listen to all the goodness. Peace out, y'all.
All right. I'm Soul Lee. You can find me on Twitter at Superbad Music, on Instagram at One Superbad Music, and on Facebook, Soul Lee Superbad.
You can find me at Instagram, Mr. L MISTEREL. That's my IG, 8506. I'm out.
Cool. All right, L.
Later, man.